Welcome in, Bears fans, to this second game of the doubleheader between the Sylvan Hills Bears and the Jacksonville Titans. We're ready to get this ball game underway here under the lights at Bromley Field, Mike Bromley Field. Leading off the Bears tonight is, for this second game is going to be Marquise Gooden, the center fielder. A swing and a miss for strike two of this at-bat. Counts 0-2.
They get started fast, don't they?
They do get started fast. And Gooden's going to take that one for a ball.
And for those of you that don't know or aren't too familiar with high school ball, play doubleheaders in conference, and usually the home team's the visiting team in game two of the doubleheader. So, while they have their home uniforms on, they are the visiting team.
That's ball two. Count evens up 2-2. Had a fantastic finish to game one. And that's going to be a strikeout for Marquise Gooden as the leadoff batter for the Bears strikes out.
Did Gooden play football? That name sounds familiar.
He did. I don't recall.
Or maybe it was basketball.
I don't think he played either. I don't remember saying his name.
The name just sounds familiar.
Well, next up to bat for the Bears is going to be Alex Davis, the right fielder, number 11. As he takes the first pitch for a ball.
I've also been told I'm kind of hallucinative sometimes, so that may be the issue.
And he gets it up the right field line past the first baseman, and he's going to go ahead and head for second. It's in the corner of the right field there, and he's going for three now. Looks like he's going to get there easily for third, and that's a triple. That's a triple for Alex Davis. First shot for him in this ball game. That was a great hit.
And he is pumped about that. Let's give him his due with that hit. Now, a great opportunity here to take an early lead. Number 19, Caleb Harrison, coming up here with one on with a guy at third base. Let's try and drive him in here. Now he's going to call timeout as the pitcher is kind of staring him down a little bit. Called timeout. Umpire granted it, so everyone resets. That was a nice breaking pitch on the inside corner there to make it an 0-1 count. It seemed to maybe be a little bit outside, maybe a little bit low there.
Caleb Harrison had a great game in that first one of this doubleheader. He had a couple RBIs, a double, and a triple, I believe.
Yeah, so he was just a home run short of the cycle, wasn't he?
I think so.
He went 3 for 4. So I think he was a home run shy of the cycle in that first game. Let's keep it going here. Let's get a single, get him another RBI, get a double, home run, whatever.
Harrison's ahead in the count now, 3-1. And he's going to get the walk. Go ahead, and he's going to take a trip down to first base. So with one out, runners at the corners. And coming up to bat is going to be KJ Battles, who also had a heck of a game in this first one of the doubleheader.
That's probably a good decision by Goodwin. Or is it Gooden or Goodwin? Gooden. Yeah, I think it was a good decision by him to not give him something to hit on a 3-1 count. That was a nice pitch on the inside corner for strike one. We saw nothing but righties in game one. You come out, and Jacksonville throws a lefty here in game two, so it's going to be a different look. These right-handed hitters are probably going to look a little more comfortable against him.
Battles has already shown he can come up with a clutch hit after getting a few RBIs in that first game.
Yeah, for Battles, it doesn't seem to matter what side that pitcher's throwing from, because he, in the first game, showed he can hit righties just as well.
So 2 strikes, counts 0-2. Battles, takes a swing at it. Looks like that one was going to be low, and it fouls off the left side. That breaking ball got him choked up there for a second. He managed to get contact with it, though.
Yeah, good making contact with it, just the fight through that, even though that was definitely low ball.
Fastball high, and he's going to take a swing and swing right through it. And just like that, there's 2 outs now, and Harrison advances to second. So the Bears have a man on third and second now, 2 outs. Up to bat now is Brody Sanders.
I think Harrison may have wondered if that was a foul ball because he kind of stopped in between second and first. Like, do I need to go back but no. He just swung and missed. Really want to try and get a run here. Getting a guy to third base with 1 out and not scoring is going to be tough.
Sanders plays shortstop with Gunn on the mound for just a little bit during the first game of this doubleheader. I think he was on the mound for inning and a half, or inning and a 2/3, I believe, maybe 2 innings.
Yeah, I think it was a little bit more than an inning.
And that's a ball. That's ball 2, counts 2-0.
Good hitter's pitch, right?
Inside for ball 3, counts 3-0.
Okay, so is he gonna have the green light here, or is he gonna be told to watch this pitch on a 3-0? It's gonna be a strike.
2 outs. I'm not sure if you give him the green light or not. Inside. Oh, they called that second pitch a strike.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, so it wasn't 3-0. It was 2-1. I thought I just assumed it was 3-0. So
it looked like a 3-0 pitch.
That's what I thought too. Either way, now the count is 3-1.
Still good. Hitters count.
Outside, and that's going to be a walk for Brody Sanders.
Either way, it just took an extra pitch. Okay, bases loaded. 2 outs. Number 10 coming to the plate.
Number 10, Jonathan Goins, the left fielder.
He made some good defensive plays, cutting off some balls to make sure they didn't get into the gap in that first game.
Inside for ball 1.
This is different. I'm not used to seeing a lefty struggle so much on the inside of the plate to right-handed hitters, because that ball's come tailing into that right-hander. That's different.
It's going to be low and outside for ball 2. Counts 2-0. So bases loaded, 2 outs. Counts 2-0. See if Jonathan Goins can't get something on the board for the Bears.
That was a strike on the inside corner. This umpire is not near as demonstrative as the first game's umpire.
I wish they'd be a little vocal so I could hear what they're saying down there, or make some bigger hand gestures or something. And that's going to be in the dirt for ball 3. Counts 3-1 now for Goins.
And if Goins could just peek that ball between the second baseman and first baseman, we probably scored 2 here. That's a wide open gap. Well, now second base comes back.
And they were going to get that one as a strike. It's a good breaking ball there from the Titans.
Yeah, it was a borderline pitch, but it's probably the right call there.
Got a full count now, 3-2. And here it comes. And he takes a swing at it. It goes foul. Looks like it's going to go over the press box into the parking lot. Count stays 3-2.
Okay. Hitter calls time here. Bases loaded. 3-2 count. 2 outs. The top of the first inning. Intense situation already.
And that is outside and low, and that's going to be a walk for Jonathan Goins, and that puts a runner across home plate. And just like that, the Bears take the lead 1-0 with 2 outs.
Okay, that's it. Number 24, Derek Jones at the plate.
He didn't play in that first. I think he played defensively. I'm not sure if we ever saw him get up to bat in this last game.
Yeah, did he come in late in the game at second base, didn't he?
I think he did.
Pitcher's now struggling to find the strike zone here.
Counts 2-0. Jones takes a swing at it but misses. Leaves the count at 2-1. Looked like a curve there, almost hit him.
Yeah, 3-1 count. And that breaking ball broke a little bit too much inside. He probably wanted it to come back over a little bit.
Counts 3-1. And Jones is going to take the strike that leaves it at a full count now, 3-2. 2 outs. Bases loaded.
Second straight hitter. He's gone full on with 2 outs with bases loaded. Is he going to get out of it this time, or is he going to give up another walk?
And he's going to give up another walk, and that gets another runner across home plate. And that extends their lead 2-0 at the top here at the top of the first.
We're at the 7th spot in the lineup now. Is that right? Did I do the math right this time?
8th spot in the lineup.
Oh, yeah, duh, there's 2 outs. See, I told you I'm not good at math. Okay, so now we've got catcher number 5, Taylor Burns at the plate. Again, let's see if he can be patient and make this pitcher throw strikes.
Across the plate for a strike against Taylor Burns there. Leaves the count at 0-1. Still 2 outs, bases loaded. See if he can't come up with a clutch hit here. Takes a swing at it and misses. And now the pitcher's ahead 0-2. That's going to be inside for ball 1. Counts 1-2 now. Something about baseball at night. I just love the way the field looks out here at nighttime.
Oh, it looks much better on camera, too, let me tell you.
That's going to be a breaking ball. Looks like high above the zone.
I didn't miss by much.
It was close. No, it was.
That was one of those pitches where I'm surprised it didn't get rung up on.
It was close. Count evens up now, 2-2.
Okay, I was going to say I'm surprised Burns hadn't called time yet, but there he is. He definitely looked a little uneasy there for a second. Pitcher's taking his time.
Burns takes a swing at it. It's going to be high up in the air. Second baseman's calling for it, and he gets under it and makes the catch. And so they leave 3 stranded, but come away with 2 runs there at the top of the first. So that's going to be the end of that inning for the Bears. And now we're going to come up with the bottom of the first here after this.
Alex Davis is on the mound for the Bears in the second game of the doubleheader here, as number 22 comes to the plate.
In the dirt, first pitch for Alex Davis.
So
Ball 1.
So you've got the pitcher for Jacksonville leading off. Just like Jacksonville's pitcher to start the game is having a hard time finding the zone.
Low and outside for ball 3. And the Bears are picking up right where the Titans left off with these balls.
Yeah, walking leadoff guy is not ideal.
And he's going to go ahead and take first after 4 balls outside.
And none of them really close.
Now batting for the Titans, the right fielder, number 10, Hunter Lina.
Let's see if Davis can't find the strike zone here. In the dirt. Gets away from the catcher. The catcher didn't really have a shot at that one as it went behind the batter. And that advances the runner to second now.
Yeah, not an ideal start. The first 5 pitches from Mr. Davis here. But you can recover.
It looks like Taylor Burns is going to go ahead and take a trip to the mound to try to have a discussion and calm Alex Davis down a little bit, get things under control. A little bit closer there, still outside, though, just a little bit on the inside. That's going to be ball 2. Counts 2-0. A little bit on the inside, and the runner advances to third. And now the count's 3-0. Bears are in a tough position right now.
Okay, coach coming out here to talk to Alex, just try and get him get his confidence back a little bit, probably. He got 7 straight balls here, and Jacksonville's got a runner on third with no hits. Probably just getting out there, just correcting a little hitch in his mechanics he's got going on that may be causing this issue.
Quick visit to the mound for Coach James there, and we're about to be back in action.
Yeah, he probably just saw something in his mechanics that was messing him up and wanted to let him know about it.
Davis gets it across the plate this time for his first strike. Counts 3-1.
There's just something about a mound visit that
That's strike 2 now. Full count, 3-2. You know, just knowing your coach still has confidence in you, you know, quick visit out there saying, hey, man, you got this, or it's just something like that can do wonders for a pitcher on the mound. And Davis strikes him out.
There you go.
Puts him down, and just like that, there's one out on the board now with a runner at third. Looks like Alex Davis has calmed down and found that zone with 3 straight strikes.
And just a little update on softball. Apparently UCA softball is fairly good because they shut Arkansas out this evening.
That's pretty impressive. And that's another strike there for Davis. Counts 0-1.
Yeah, they went 2-0 against Arkansas this year. That's crazy.
This time a little low. Count evens up 1-1. He's got some nice speed on his fastball, though. This time on the inside, count goes to 2-1. Gets that one in there, paints that outside top outside corner, and evens it up to 2-2. Breaking ball just a little high there. Full count, 3-2. He hits it hard. It's going to go.
Foul ball.
Umpire says it went foul behind the third base.
And Jacksonville coach was trying to plead his case, but
it was close.
It was close, but it was definitely foul.
That could have been bad for the Bears.
It definitely went to the left there of the third base.
Count stays at 3-2. And this one's going to go outside. Oh, no, they're going to. I'm not sure what happened there.
What just happened? Did he call it a ball or did he call it a strike? Because it was a full count.
So,
what just happened?
And Coach James is coming out here trying to look for an explanation.
Because that looked like a strike, and it looked like he put his hand out like it was a strike. Now he's going to talk to the other umpire, but he's the one that made the call, so you stand by your call, right? the fan went, oh, Lord. Yeah, we're all kind of confused. And like I said earlier in the broadcast, I wish the home plate umpire would be more demonstrative with his calls. He's very nonchalant out there, so.
So they are they gonna call the guy at first out?
Yes.
Oh, and the Titans coach is not happy as he's having a few words now.
Now the fans are trying to plead the case too, but I mean, it looked like a strikeout to me, and then because he didn't catch the ball, he had to tag him out or throw to first, and he tagged him out up here close to home plate. So Jacksonville coach is not happy about that call. But they do get a run still because that was a live ball. So it is still a 2-1 game. They've still not got a hit, but they've been able to score. They did that in the first game too, scoring without a run. At this point, the umpire just needs to say, yeah, this is what the call was. This is the final call. Let's continue on with this game. Because these athletes do have school tomorrow, so. Jacksonville fans are not happy about it. They are letting these referees or umpires know.
Might as well take a seat. We've been here for a minute.
It just goes back to what I said. If this umpire would have been more demonstrative with what he's calling, he wouldn't be in this situation having to explain it to every coach and get his umpiring crew to help him out as well. But so, I mean, it looked like a third strike called, but the catcher did not catch the ball, so he had to either tag the runner or throw down the first, and he tagged the runner
and
right here.
Coach James now is upset because it looks like they're going to leave the man on first, and they're going to leave the man on first, and the runner scores, and it seems now that Coach James is just not happy because they're changing their mind back and forth because originally they were going to say he was out after the first discussion, and now they've changed their mind once again, and I think Coach James is just pretty upset because they keep going back and forth is what he was saying on the field.
Yeah, this is ridiculous. I mean, now the Jacksonville fans are all trying to mouth at Coach James as if they were right the whole time, when in reality they weren't.
All right, back to this action now. So there's one out.
Hey, guess what? Double play ends the inning, so let's get one.
One out, man on first. The Titans have scored one run on that play, and so now the Titans only trail by one. The score is 2-1 Bears. Outside there for Davis, and that's going to be ball one.
That was ridiculous. It took that long.
This one's outside again.
Well, it sounds like some fans may be getting into it with each other. Ooh, these fans are getting at it. I know they say Jacksonville and Sylvan Hills are rivalry, and these fans are letting them know about it.
Try to catch him there at first base. He's going to be safe. Counts 2-1 right now. And this one's going to be in there for a strike. Count evens up now, 2-2.
He's got to be more demonstrative because I thought that was a ball.
He hits this one. It goes foul behind the catcher. Count stays at 2-2. Well, you know, when you that call you said you thought it was a ball, he's going real slow at it. Like when he's calling a strike, he doesn't do it. Like he goes real slow after the pitch is in there. Big hit now for the Titans.
That was a fly ball.
Up in the air, and it's going to be caught by the left fielder, and he's going to catch him over the head of the first baseman. They could have got a double there, a double play, but unfortunately.
And it went into the dugout, so he's going to get second base because of that. That's one of those situations we talked about earlier in the first game. It's just sometimes it's best to just, if you don't think you're going to be able to get it, just hold on to the ball.
Number 18 for the Titans takes a swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike one for this batter. So 2 outs. 2 outs, man on second.
A lot of action in this first inning already, man. Still Jacksonville scoring and having a runner in second with no base hits.
Takes another swing and a miss, and that's going to be counts now 0-2.
We'd be out of this inning if the umpire would have stuck by his first call without letting the Jacksonville coach influence him of returning the call.
Low and outside for ball one. Just a little low. That's going to be ball two. Counts even now, 2-2. Let's see if Davis can get it across the plate here for the third out. Low and outside once again, and now we got a full count, 3-2.
Okay, let's finish this hitter off, Davis.
Davis. Oh, it's hit right to the second baseman, but he got caught out of position. A run doesn't score, but now you have runners on the corners with 2 outs.
That was just tough. It went like right between his legs almost. And he tried.
Well, it hit his legs.
Yeah. That was tough. Are they going to call that a hit or an error? It's an error. So again, no hits in this inning. They've got 2 on. 1 already come home.
That's strike one. Count should be 1-1, I believe. Okay, they fix it. Okay, counts 1-1.
One and 2 now. That foul ball.
Runners on the corners, 2 outs.
If he throws a breaking ball here, I think he gets him.
The 1-2. And he swings and misses, and that's a strikeout for Alex Davis to end this in the first inning. Score is 2-1 Bears. We're going to take a break. When we come back, it'll be time for our second inning of play. Welcome back, Sylvan Hills Bears fans, to this ball game between the Sylvan Hills Bears and the Jacksonville Titans. Ooh, and there's a hit up the middle, and it's going to be bobbled by the shortstop, and he's going to get the first. That was a good job by the shortstop to keep it from at least going in the outfield and maybe turn it into a double. The Bears lead at 2-1, and now they have a man on first to lead off this second inning.
Yeah, that was a nice piece of hitting. That was some good defense, even though he wasn't able to stop it and get it to first in time. Still, like you said, cutting the ball off. And immediately the catcher wants to go out there and have a word with him. He is taking his time walking out there, though. But there was a quick visit, so here he comes.
Now batting for the Bears, center fielder, number 1, Marquez Gooden.
Here's Gooden at the plate, center fielder. I toss over to first, just keeping the runner honest.
Top of the order, Marquez Gooden. Man on first, no outs. It's going to be outside as Gooden takes ball one. It's going to be strike one. Count evens up 1-1. Trying to keep the runner honest over there at first, so that's his third time trying to pick him off. Gooden hits it pretty good, but it's going to go foul on the right side there. That was a pretty good hit, good contact.
Yeah, if he can just straighten it out just a little bit, that's probably double down the line, going the opposite way.
So counts 1-2.
Means he's just a little bit late.
It's going to go low, evens up the count at 2-2. This pitcher for the Jacksonville's got some pretty good speed.
Yeah, and he works his off speed well in there as well.
Gonna be time. Takes a swing at it, but it's gonna go foul. Braden Head was heading to second base already, trying to steal second. But since it goes foul, he has to take a trip back to first.
I think that was definitely a hit and run situation, and Gooden just trying to stay alive with that foul.
Gonna check first again.
The pitcher just kind of hovers with his leg in the air a little bit. It makes the runner at first freeze a little bit, not knowing if he's coming to first or going home.
Gooden takes another good swing at it again. It's gonna go foul.
Battle here. Nobody out. Runner on first. 2-2 count. He's making him work.
Good at bat for Gooden so far. Checks first once again. It's going to go First baseman couldn't keep hold of it. Braden had thought about taking off, decides against it, and stays at first.
Yeah, too bad it didn't get into the dugout and give him second base.
Gooden takes ball 3. So now the full count, 3-2. Gooden is making this pitcher work for it, that is for sure. He's not swinging at anything outside of the zone. Swings and misses, and so that's going to be a strikeout for Gooden after a tough battle between the pitcher and Gooden.
The pitcher, number 11, Alex Davis.
Alex Davis, he tripled the last time he was at the plate. See what he can't do here with 1 out, man at first. Inside for a ball, and that's going to be a stolen base for Braden Head as he gets all the way to second before the ball gets there.
Yeah, great jump on that pitch. I think he stole that off the pitcher there. The pitcher's got that little delayed leg kick. I think he timed it up perfectly that time. Didn't have a chance at second.
Counts 1-0 for Alex Davis. He gets a good swing on this one. See, and it drops down in front of the right fielder, and just like that, I think Braden Head's going to get to home. Oh, they hold him up at third base, and so that's runners on the corner, and that's a good single there for Alex Davis.
Yeah, I think with that one, he was trying to wait to see if it was going to be caught because it's just 1 out, so he didn't want to get caught in no man's land and get doubled off at second base. So he wasn't able to round third and get home. Good cutoff there by the right fielder.
And it's the third baseman, Caleb Harrison, coming up to the plate. He walked the last time he was at the plate.
Timeout by Harrison.
That's going to be outside for ball 1. 1 out. Runners at the corners. Counts 1-0.
Base hit here would be great.
See if Alex Davis is going to get there. It's going to go off the hands of the second baseman, and just like that, Braden Head hands into home, and he scores. And now we have a runner at third, and another run scores. Bears lead at 3-1 now.
That's going to be an error on Jacksonville, or it should be, yeah. Well, they did not score an error yet. Interesting.
So runner at third. Oh, and Harrison nails this one into the gap between center field and right field, and that's going to get him a base hit and score a runner. Just like that, he has an RBI single.
We're starting to tee off on this hitter. Or on this pitcher. And here we are, Battle.
KJ Battles. the second baseman, coming up to the plate. He struck out his last time at bat.
Yeah, I think this inning he's going to want to show the pitcher that he's not going to get the best of it twice in a row. So,
and that's going to be off the catcher's leg behind him, and that's going to send Harrison to second base now. So we got another runner in scoring position with one out. Counts 1-0 for KJ Battles.
that was a very
Just catches the inside of the zone right there.
I don't know that it did.
It was close. It was a close one. Counts 1-1. That one's going to be inside for ball 2.
Okay, they finally put the error up there for Jacksonville. I was a little confused why he didn't earlier. That makes sense.
That was a big swing and a miss right there for KJ Battles. He was thinking yard right there.
Yeah, he was. But here, just get a base hit and score that next run.
Count evens up 2-2.
Trade places at second base.
Battles calls time.
Battle had a triple in the first game, didn't he? Or was that?
He had a single, a triple. He had 2 singles, a triple, and 2 RBIs.
Yeah.
This one's going to be outside for ball 3. Full count now for Battles. 1 out, man at second. Here comes the 3-2. He gets a piece of it, but it goes foul behind the catcher. Count remains full, 3-2. We saw Battles come up with some clutch hits there in the first game of this doubleheader. See if he can't get one right here. That's going to be inside, and Battles is going to get walked to first.
That's the next best thing to a base hit's a walk. So.
Now batting for the Bears, the shortstop, number 6, Brody Sanders.
And now we have the shortstop, number 6, Brody Sanders at the plate. Runners on second and first. 1 out. Bears lead at 4-1. Sanders takes a swing at it, but it goes foul. That was going to be inside. Sanders calls time. Oh, that caught a piece of him there. And so that's going to send Sanders to the first base now. Bases loaded, 1 out. And coming up to bat is Jonathan Goins, the left fielder.
Now batting for the Bears, the left fielder, number 10, Jonathan Goins.
Jonathan Goins walked his last at bat. And it looks like the Titans want to have a conversation on the mound. Titans head coach is headed out there, see if he wants to make a change or just have a quick mound visit.
Nothing like a little Jeopardy music here.
Bears having a little meeting of their own over there at first base. Doesn't look like the Titans are wanting to make a change. I haven't seen any sign of them deciding to make a change just yet.
Oh, probably not. Probably just trying to get him to fix the mechanic issue that's causing some control issues and see if he can get out of this jam. Base is loaded, 1 out. He's had some pitches that look really good, and then there's a couple at bats there he just has a hard time controlling his command.
Well, and these Bears batters are not helping him whatsoever because they are not swinging at anything outside of the zone is what it feels like.
Yeah, and it seems they're blistering whatever gets put in the zone, so they're doing their job against him, making him earn everything he pitches.
All right, Jonathan Goins.
See, that was a nice breaking ball in for a strike.
That's going to be strike one. Counts 0-1. Base is loaded, 1 out. Bears still lead at 4-1. Nice swing there from Goins, but it might end up being a double play, second to first, and they do get the double play there that gets them out of that inning. Bears lead at 4-1 after the top of the second. We'll be right back with the bottom of the second. Welcome back, Bear fans, here to the bottom of the second. Bears lead at 4-1. That's going to be strike one right there for the Titans with this leadoff batter. Alex Davis still on the mound for the Bears. That's going to be low and inside for ball one. Counts even up, 1-1.
Where did that miss on?
That one was just a hair high, I'm guessing.
I think we're all guessing.
That one's a swing and a miss. Counts even up again, 2-2.
Swing and misses are strikes, right?
Yes.
Okay, just want to make sure. Don't call that a ball or anything. That's strike.
And that's a strikeout right there for Alex Davis. I think that might be his first strikeout of the ball game.
Now batting for the Titans, the third baseman, number 29,
Okay.
Jarvis McRae.
Goes a little high there for ball one. That's going to be strike one right there. I think
That's generous, too.
I think he benefited off of Taylor Burns behind the plate there, getting a good job putting that mitt back over the plate. With that ball, it's 2-1 now.
Yeah, I don't think that pitch was going to be called a ball or a strike either way. The last one.
That one's going to be on the inside. Counts 3-1 now. And that's going to be a walk on balls as he gets to take first base. So with one out, Titans have a man at first.
The left fielder, number 17, Jalen Ryland.
Swing and a miss there for the Titans. So that's strike one. Swings at that one and fouls it off. Oh, might have caught the catcher there.
Yeah, I think the umpire being nice and letting him walk it off some by taking the ball out to the pitcher. Make sure Burns is okay here. Shook him up a little bit. That ball comes off the bat probably 95 to 100 miles an hour, so I'm sure it doesn't feel good.
In there for a strike. Nice breaking ball right there from Alex Davis. That might have been his best pitch so far tonight.
Yeah, 2 strikeouts in this inning so far.
So 2 outs, man at first. Bears still lead at 4-1. Nice pitch right there for strike one from Alex Davis. That was close to catching the outside of the plate, but just a little bit too far outside. Counts now 1-1. Swing and a miss, and so that takes the count to 1-2. Alex Davis strikes him out, and that's 3 strikeouts in this inning for Alex Davis. Just a tremendous control from Alex Davis, and it's going to be Bears to bat here at the top of the third after we get back. Welcome back, Bears fans. Bears lead the Titans 4-1. We're underway here at the top of the third. And leading off is Derek Jones, the DH for the Bears. Swing and a miss for strike one. Derek Jones walked his last at bat. Jones calls time.
The first 3 or 4 innings of that first game went by really fast, and then now it's just kind of drug to a snail's pace in the last game.
That was another swing and a miss for Derek Jones.
Now all of a sudden both pitchers have their control and command of their pitches and making the batters whiff at everything.
Counts 0-2. This one's going to be high and outside.
That was a good waste pitch. A pitch just try and expand the zone a little bit, make him see if he can swing and miss at that.
He goes for the heater and he gets him on strikes and sits him down. So that's going to be 1 out for the Bears after the strikeout from Derek Jones.
So the last 4 outs of this game have all been strikeouts. 3 from Sylvan Hills and 1 so far for him.
Now the catcher, Taylor Burns, up to bat. He takes ball 1. Big swing, but it's going to be a pop fly in the left field. Can he get under it? He's racing, and he's going to miss the pop fly, and that's going to lead to a single right there for Taylor Burns after the mishap in left field for the Titans.
That's why you run the base. You never know when something weird happens, and in that case, I think the left fielder just overran the ball a little bit.
Must have lost it into the night there.
I'm telling you, it's different. So in the daytime, you have the sun you're battling, and nighttime, you have this dark sky that lights don't always help you in.
Number 2, Braden Head up to bat. The first baseman hit a single at his last at bat. He takes ball 1.
1 on, 1 out, 1-0 count. Timeout.
Head calls time. He's going to check first base there.
Probably a little bit closer than they were expecting it to be.
Oh, they put in a pinch runner for Taylor Burns. I didn't even notice.
And they didn't say it over the PA either. Now that one was really close.
On the outside, has Head, takes ball 2. Head with a big swing. Going out to left field. Looks like he's going to get under it, and he does, and he catches it for the second out of the inning. So with 2 outs now, Bears have a man at first. And coming up to bat is going to be the top of the order, Marquez Gooden, the center fielder.
Gooden's already up to the plate for the 3rd time here in the 3rd inning. He's 0 for 1 with a walk.
And in there at second is going to be the pinch runner for the Bears. So they steal a base. Gooden is actually 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts.
Oh, I could have swore he walked. The pinch runner is Jashawn Cornish.
He's got great speed, and he just showed it there. And that one barely clipped the bottom left corner of the zone there.
Yeah, now it's 0-2 real quickly.
Swing for Gooden.
It's going to be a base hit.
And, the center fielder couldn't catch it. He drops it out of his glove. But either way, that's going to be an RBI there for Marquez Gooden as he gets an RBI single.
Is it going to be an RBI or an error?
I don't know. That's what I was wondering.
Looks like they've already called it an error.
So it's an error?
Which makes sense because it popped him in the glove. I was impressed by the center fielder just to get to the ball because I didn't think he was even going to get to it.
So now it's Alex Davis at the plate. Davis is 2 for 2 with a triple and a double.
He just stole that second base like it was nothing.
And Gooden takes off and goes ahead and takes second.
That speed, man, that's impressive. Because he almost got caught, and then he just took off, and they're like, there was no one at second to cover, so he couldn't throw it.
Davis is going to take the pitch inside, and Gooden just goes ahead and takes third. He's taken two stolen bases in a matter of about 5 seconds, it feels like.
It's off the pitcher, and you know what? You know the movie Major Leagues? It makes you think of Willie Mays. He's just taking bases left and right. But it is 0-2. No, I'm sorry. It's 1-0, isn't it?
That's going to be a foul ball for Davis. Goes behind the catcher. Count evens up 1-1. Davis has had a good ball game so far today. He's 2 for 2 with a triple and a double.
Yeah. Let's get that home run and just get you to that single needed for the cycle already.
So with 2 outs, Gooden's at third. Counts 1-1.
He's definitely seeing the ball come out of this pitcher's hand pretty well.
Outside for ball 2. Tried to get it inside and catch the corner, but it's too far inside, and that's ball 3. Counts 3-1. Davis gets a big hit on this one into right field. It goes over the head of the right fielder. This is might go for 3 as he gets a run across, and he's going for 3 here, and Davis is going to be out at third. That is unfortunate for Davis as he just took a big hit on it. Either way, he gets a run across for the RBI, sacrifice fly. And that's going to be the end of this top half of the third. We're going to take a break. When we come back, it'll be time for the bottom half. Welcome back, Bears fans. Bears lead the Titans 6-1 in this second game of a doubleheader. Had a pretty big inning this at the top of the third with 2 runs scored. Alex Davis still on the mound for the Bears. As his last time on the mound, he threw 3 strikeouts to end the inning.
They're having fun out there talking on the mound.
What's the holdup? What are we waiting on here?
It looked like who's number 2?
Braden Header.
Yeah, it looks like he's over at first base. I guess something is going on. Delayed a little bit.
All right. First pitch from Davis here in the bottom of the third. It's going to be fouled away. Counts 0-1.
These hitters just aren't seeing his pitch very well. That was kind of a defensive swing.
He's going to catch that upper corner. And that's going to be strike 2.
Yeah, he's looking good on the mound right now after having some control issues in that first inning.
Breaking ball just a little bit inside for ball 1.
That was a great pitch to come in, see if he'd swing at it. A lot of hitters will have a defensive swing at something like that.
Fastball gets hit foul. Count still 1-2. It's been a pretty good day for baseball.
It's been turned into a beautiful night. That's strike 3.
They're gonna call it. They're gonna say ball there.
Oh,
Count evens up 2-2.
what? Okay. To me, that's a ring up.
That one gets away. Looks like it got away from Davis a little bit. So counts 3-2.
Just come back and get him. Don't worry about that call.
That one's going to be a strike. Strikeout number. That's strikeout number 4 now for Davis.
4 in a row.
4 in a row for Davis. He is wheeling and dealing right now on the mound.
For the Titans, the shortstop, number 3, Jarius Edwards.
Ooh, that one was inside. Almost caught the batter there.
Yeah, that was a tough one.
Has a breaking ball on the inside.
Breaking
Counts
ball.
1-0.
Didn't break much.
That one's going to be fouled off. Count evens up now 1-1.
Davis already ready to go. Trying to work fast, stay in the groove.
This one's going to be hit to first base and right to the first baseman. He's going to get the out.
I play a little bit around the horn. First to short, to second to third, back to the pitcher.
Now batting for the Titans, the second baseman, number 7, Seth Ray.
So 2 outs, no men on base. And he's going to catch that top corner for strike 1. Catches the bottom inside corner for strike 2 there. So counts 0-2. 2 outs. Davis with the breaking ball.
There
Strike 3. He strikes him out with a little bit of flair at the end as he takes his walk back to the dugout.
If I'd struck out 5 of the last 6 batters I've faced, I'd probably strut with a little swagger as well.
I think I would do the same. That's going to be the end of our third inning of play. Score is 6-1 Bears. When we come back, it'll be the top of the 4th. Welcome back, Bears fans. Bears lead this game over the Titans 6-1. Leading off for the Bears in the top of the 4th here is going to be Caleb Harrison, the third baseman.
The Bears have scored 2 runs in each of the first 3 innings. They've got 6 runs, 5 hits, and 1 error. Jacksonville's got 1 run on 1 hit and 3 errors. So the offense is coming alive a little bit, aided by some errors.
Harrison takes ball 1.
I'd like to keep the offense going.
Harrison has walked and singled in his first 2 at-bats tonight in the second game of the doubleheader. He's going to foul that one off. Evens up the count 1-1. In between the top and the bottom of this inning, after the last inning, the Titans made a pitching change to Quintavious Person.
He's got some live arm on that fastball.
That one caught the top outside corner, top outside corner, so now the count is 1-2. This one's going to be outside. Evens up the count 2-2. Just a little bit inside. Now we got a full count, 3-2.
That was a good pitch. Didn't get the call, but still a good pitch.
I thought it was going to get called a strike there for a second. That one's going to be outside, and now it's going to be Caleb Harrison taking a walk to first.
Now it's battle the plate, 9.
Number 9, KJ Battles, the second baseman, is going to be at the plate here. Man at first, no outs. They lead 6-1.
Now batting for the Bears, the second baseman, number 9, Jay Battle.
Ooh, that one must have been just a hair high as he takes ball 1. Oh, he strokes this one, but I think it's going to be, I think they're going to get under it. And the center fielder manages to get under it. That was a nice swing of the bat right there by KJ Battles. Unfortunately, the center fielder got under that one.
That thing was blistered. Just kind of died there in left center field.
Now batting for
KJ
the
Battle
Bears,
really
the
put a
shortstop, number
charge
6,
into that one, but
Brody Sanders.
probably about 10 feet in front of the warning track.
Now, number 6, the shortstop, Brody Sanders, makes his way to the plate. Man at first, 1 out. And it's going to be a pinch runner right there. Was put in for Caleb Harrison. It's number 3 for the Bears, who gets the stolen base there to second.
Took care of business on that. Stolen base. Catcher had no chance at it.
Number 3, Caden Rhodes, is the one who got that stolen base.
They've got some speed on this team.
And Sanders takes ball 2. Count is 2-0. Sanders gets a piece of it. It goes right down the third base line, and it's going to bring home a runner as he gets home with an RBI double. Great shot right there from Brody Sanders.
Making it 7-1. Bears here at the top of the 4th inning. And he just traded places. Now he's sitting out there at second base again. Now if Jonathan Goins can get going here. Trade places with the runner out at second again, and you've got some things cooking.
So now, number 10, Jonathan Goins, the left fielder. He takes the first pitch for a strike. Goins grounded out his last at bat. On the inside, he takes ball 1. Counts 1-1. Appreciate everybody here that tuned in to this broadcast here tonight. If you wouldn't mind hitting that like and subscribe button, we'd really appreciate it.
Yeah, we're going to take care of some softball next Tuesday over at Maumelle. We're going to have those softball games while our team over at the Maumelle Sports Network is going to take care of the baseball versus Maumelle games, and then we'll be back here on May 2nd versus Eastham to finish out the home conference season.
Goins got a piece of it, but it goes foul. Evens up the count 2-2.
And we will also be doing softball games on April 25th versus Bologna here at home. Excited to get some baseball and softball action in here. I know it's been a while between basketball season and now.
And Goins swings and misses for a strikeout there. And that leaves now, that's 2 outs now for the Bears here at the top of the 4th. Now, number 24, Derek Jones, the DH, up to bat. He gets a piece of it, goes foul. No, if you like this Sylvan Hills baseball and softball, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button, and you can be tuned in to whenever we go live for not only baseball and softball, but the other sports coming up next season.
Yeah, new regime in football, and see how things are going to change from Coach Hill to the new coach, whose name just slipped my mind. But, yeah, I think that there's some positive changes just in the highlight clips from spring ball we've seen. It's going to be exciting football season.
I'm excited for sure.
And then I guess Sylvan Hills' defensive coordinator was announced as the new head coach at Sheridan yesterday. So definitely some regime changes here on the hillside for the Sylvan Hills Bears in football.
It's Coach Houle, head coach for the new head coach for the Sylvan Hills Bears. Coach Houle, Houle.
Houle, okay.
Counts 1-2. Jones takes the pitch for ball 2. Count evens up 2-2. Got a runner at second, 2 outs. Bears lead at 7-1. See if Jones can't come up with a clutch piece of hitting here.
I also want to say that if you have a student at Sylvan Hills, or if you're interested in running cameras, making a little extra cash during football, basketball season, we're looking at needing multiple camera operators between football and basketball season. It's fun. Even if you only want to do the home games, we can work around that. So anyone interested in camera operators, learning how to do the production, it's all fun.
And that's ball 4 for Derek Jones, and he takes a trip to first. So just like that, we got runners at first and second, 2 outs. And coming up to bat is going to be number 5, Taylor Burns, the catcher.
And then to expand on that, if you're a business owner in the Sylvan Hills area and you're interested in sponsoring this broadcast or in football, basketball, anything, just message us on Facebook or Twitter. We've got some very affordable advertising packages coming up for all athletic events we're going to be broadcasting. We're excited, and hopefully to expand to maybe some other fall and spring sports as well in the future.
And that's Burns. He got a piece of it. Goes off his foot right there. Looks a little painful. But that evens up the count 1-1.
Our goal at Natural State Sports is to give these athletes as much exposure as they can get, to maybe possibly get them a look on the next level. So,
and catcher isn't able to stop that pitch. It goes behind him, and that advances both runners. Now they're on third and second. Count is 2-1. Burns is 1 for 2 in this second of this doubleheader. He struck out first and got a single his last at bat. He gets a piece of that one. I thought that one was about to hit Sanders right in the face. He was flying at him.
Man, he was coming off third base, leading off third base, and that ball, wow, he did a twirl real fast.
He's going to check third.
And they call third and first the hot corners, but man, As a runner off third base, that was impressive getting out of that way. Good base hit here, driving two.
He gets a piece of it. It goes off the pitcher's glove. See if he can get there in time. And he gets there in time and gets the out. And so that's going to be a ground out right there. A ground out right there for Taylor Burns. That's going to be the end of this top half of the fourth. We're going to take a break. When we come back, it'll be time for the bottom half. Welcome back, Bears fans. Bears still lead at 7-1 here in the bottom of the fourth. Alex Davis still on the mound after having a very impressive performance so far in this ball game.
Yeah, he is pitching a gem. After he got out of that little bit of trouble in the first inning, he has really controlled the rest of this game so far.
Davis barely misses the bottom of the zone there. That's going to be ball three.
Yeah, now he's starting to kind of show a little bit of what he showed in the first inning. Let's come back and...
That one's going to be in there for a strike.
Yeah, that was your get me over strike on a 3-0 count, so let's try and find a way to get this guy out instead of walking him.
That's going to be strike two now. Full count, 3-2.
Now the hitter's got to actually take his bat off his shoulder.
Oh, in the dirt is that pitch right there from Davis. He looked upset with that pitch. Might have just slipped out of his hands just a little bit.
Yeah, I think maybe just a little bit too much power trying behind that pitch. I'll be fine. Just worry about the hitter at the plate.
So runner at first, no outs here for the Titans here in the bottom of the fourth. That's going to be strike one.
I guess they're going to have a pinch runner now.
Sending a pinch runner is the Titans.
Number 6 got a head full of hair.
Catches the outside of the zone there for strike number 2. Counts 0-2.
Game's taking forever, boys.
And up above the zone right there is Davis. That's going to be ball one. Counts 1-2. Davis gets him swinging, and that's going to be strikeout number 6 for him so far here tonight.
Now batting for the Titans, first baseman, number 24, Michael Bryant.
Ooh, breaking ball just a little bit inside there. Broke a little bit too much, it looked like.
That was a slow breaking ball, too. That was impressively slow.
Gets it in there for a strike. Nice fastball from Davis. Counts evens up 1-1. This one's going to be hit to the shortstop. Maybe get a double play here. Oh, goes over the head of the first baseman, but they're going to get one out. Get one out and keep a man at first now. So that's going to be 2 outs now. 2 outs, man at first.
Good on the catcher backing up that play to be able to get the ball off the ricochet so it's not putting the runner at second base.
Is that an error?
I hadn't flashed an error. No, you can't assume a double play.
Okay. So inside for ball 1.
Had that been the only play they tried getting an out on, then yeah, it would have been an error. But
this one fouled off behind the catcher. 1-1. That was a good pitch right there by Davis. Fastball can't catch the bottom of the zone. Count goes to 2-1. He gets this one, hits it to shortstop. Shortstop's going to go to first. First can't get there. Throw is off the mark. And just like that, the runner at second moves on to first. And so now there's runners at the corners, 2 outs.
okay, the last thing the pitcher needs to do is let that affect him. So just come out, focus on the hitter of the plate, and get him out, and the inning's over. So don't let what happened change your mindset.
That was going to be a tough play for the shortstop to make. That was a tough throw for sure. It was a long throw and really had to contort his body to get it in the right spot. Strike 1 for Davis. Counts 0-1. He gets a piece of it, but it goes foul. Count goes to 0-2. Fastball inside, gets hit, but foul. Count stays at 0-2. 2 outs, runners at the corners. Here comes 0-2 in the dirt, and it's going to get behind the catcher, and that's going to score a run for the Titans and advance the other runner to second. That's going to be ball 1 for this batter as well. Count is 1-2. This time gets him swinging, and so that's going to be a strikeout for Alex Davis as he ends the inning with just giving up 1 run right there. And the score is 7-2 Bears. We're going to take a break. When we come back, it'll be the top of the 5th. Welcome back, Sylvan Hills Bears fans. Bears lead at 7-2 over the Titans now here at the top of the fifth. Count is 1-0 for Braden Head, the first baseman. Strike one. Counts 2-1. And he gets a hit right there down the third base line, and it's going to be for extra bases as he's going to make his way to second, and he's going to get there easily. And that is a double for Braden Head.
That woman yelled, "I like it."
Now batting for the Bears, center fielder, number 1.
Back to the top of the order, Marquez Gooden, the center fielder. Gooden is 1 for 3 with 3 strikeouts and 1 single. He takes ball 1. In there for a strike. Evens up the count 1-1. Couldn't catch the bottom of the zone now, 2-1. Time. Gooden calls time there.
Has Gooden hit in every inning of this game?
I don't know if he's hitting every inning.
Is this his 4th or 5th at bat?
This is his 4th.
Okay, so 1 inning. I remembered he hit in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd inning, or went to at bat in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd inning.
Yeah, this is his 4th.
Okay, so the 4th inning, he didn't get to the bat. But here he is.
And Gooden takes it on the inside, and that's going to send him to first base with a walk. Now coming up in the 2 spot is number 11, our pitcher, Alex Davis.
He's coming out here to help his own cause. He's already up 7-2, so make it 8-2.
Davis is 2 for 3. Is 2 for 3 with a triple, a double, and a sac fly for an RBI.
Oh, so he's already helping his cause. I remembered he hit that triple and he jumped up and was demonstratively celebrating. Always fun to see that. Uh-oh.
Ooh. And they're going to get him at second. That was a good pickoff right there from the Titans pitcher.
I don't think he was out, but I think he rewarded that effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was close. It was close either way.
Yeah.
Me and you both went, oh, as soon as we saw it going back there.
Whoa.
Oh, behind the catcher or behind the batter, and that's going to be almost 2 bases right there from Gooden, but he's going to stop at second.
Had he not stopped, he would have been able to make it a third.
So,
Man.
1 out, runner in scoring position at second. Counts 1-0.
That ball went way behind them. Yeah, that was a good strike.
Ooh, got the inside of the plate right there. Count evens up 1-1. Here comes a 1-1. just under the zone for ball 2. Here comes the 2-1. Barely catches the top of the zone there. And that evens it up, 2-2.
Whoa. He called that a strike?
He did.
He was very late on that call.
It was late and it was pretty high, but swing and a miss, and that's a strikeout for Alex Davis. He looked like he did not agree with some of those calls as he shaking his head, and saw a few words coming out of his mouth, but
hopefully he's just telling the ump, hey, make sure and give me that call too.
Yeah, yeah.
He's not needed the ump's help very much as far as getting strikeouts tonight, so hopefully he can stay on the ump's good side. And that's going to get him.
That's going to get Gooden home after a sloppy throw to third. And just like that, the Bears now lead at 8-2.
Yeah, he went to steal third, and an error on that throw is going to be the 4th error of the night for Jacksonville and give Sylvan Hills their 8th run of the game.
So number 19, Caleb Harrison, the third baseman.
Lost in all of that was that pitch was a strike.
He has 2 walks. He has 2 walks and a single so far in this second game of this doubleheader. Counts 1-1, 2 outs.
So he goes from possibility of getting an RBI to no one on base. All he can do here is get a walker, get a base hit.
Oh, nice hit into right field, and it drops, and that's going to be a single for Caleb Harrison.
See, that works. He gets you a opposite field single. He's right over between the second and first baseman.
The second baseman, number 9, KJ Battle.
All right, now it's KJ Battles, the second baseman, coming up to the plate. He popped out his last at bat. See if he can't get some good contact on this one.
See, they haven't put up an error there yet for Jacksonville for that errant throw at third. Surely they're going to.
He pops this one up. I'm not sure if the right fielder's going to get there. Oh, and it falls out of his glove. It falls out of his glove, and that's going to send Caleb Harrison to third. It looked like KJ Battles was looking to go to second, but I think Caleb Harrison was held up there at second because he thought that the right fielder was going to catch it. So it kept him at first. So now we have runners at the corners.
Number 6.
Yeah, so they flashed the error up for that, but I still think that there should be one on that errant throw at third that they didn't put up there. Should probably be the 5th of the night.
So now we have Brody Sanders. He had a double RBI his last at bat. So we know he can hit in some pretty clutch spots. Let's see what he can do here with 2 outs. Runners at the corners.
He hits a double here then.
Underneath the zone, but either way, KJ Battles is going to get the second easily.
I was going to say he'd get 2 RBI because I knew Battles is fast, but that was before he stole second base. So base hit here almost guarantees 2 runs.
So now runners at third and second. Counts 1-0. Here comes the 1-0. A little bit high above the zone. Counts 2-0. That's going to catch the outside of the plate.
A generous strike. I think maybe the ump's wanting to get home too.
Counts now 2-1. He gets a piece of it, but it goes foul. So that evens up the count 2-2. Gets a piece of it, goes foul once again. Count stays at 2-2. 2 outs. Runners at third and second. This one outside. Count's now full, 3-2. And here's the shortstop, Sanders.
Calls time.
Gets a piece of it. It's going to go foul once again. He's making this pitcher work for it as he's fouling off anything that's in the zone right now. Here comes the 3-2. Fouled off once again.
Battling. Pitch number 8 of the bat coming up.
Three-two. Gets a good piece of this one. It's going to go right to the left fielder, though, as he did not have to move a muscle. And so that's going to be the third out of the inning. And that leaves the Bears with an 8-2 lead at the end, after the top half of the fifth. We're going to take a break. When we come back, it'll be time for our bottom half of the fifth inning. Welcome back, Bears fans, here in the bottom of the fifth. Bears lead at 8-2 over the Jacksonville Titans. Was that a ball, or did he call time right there?
That's 2-0.
Okay, 2-0. 2-0 for Alex Davis, who's throwing a very good game so far here tonight. He gets a hit, but it goes right to the first baseman, and that's going to be the first out on the bottom of the fifth.
Alex is just throwing a gem of a game. He's given up 2 hits through 4 1/3 innings now.
And this one's going to go up the middle to the second baseman. He gets it over to first, and that's going to be the second out of the inning.
Just like that, 5 pitches into this inning, he's got 2 outs.
Now batting for the Titans, the shortstop, number 3, Darius Edwards.
We like these quick innings after the length of time that first game took us, and then the first couple innings of this game.
And that's going to catch the bottom of the zone for strike 1.
This game is now 2 hours old as well.
On the outside, evens up the count 1-1. Oh, and he's going to hit the batter right there as he takes the walk up to first base after hitting him with that pitch.
Yeah, you heard that on that thigh or leg or whatever hit him. He's going to have bruised tomorrow.
It sounded loud. That sounded rough. You know, I'm standing up here in the booth. I don't know how these umpires do it. My feet are starting to hurt. That one's high and out of the zone for ball 1. This one's going to get hit to the third baseman, and he gets it over to first, and he can't make the throw, and so that's going to be safe at first. It was going to be a tough throw. He was pretty speedy coming off of that hit.
Now he got first and second with 2 outs.
That throw's been a tough one for the Bears all night.
Yeah, we're sitting here. Jacksonville's scored most of their runs in this game with 2 outs. So we're sitting here at first and second with 2 outs. Their pitcher at the plate.
That's going to be strike 1. Fastball up in the zone, and it's swung at and missed.
I think he tried checking his swing, but just went around a little bit too much.
So that advances as the runner stole third right there for the Titans. So now we have runners at the corner. Counts 1-2, 2 outs.
There have been a lot of stolen bases in these 2 games.
In there for the strikeout as he catches the bottom corner right there. Great job from Alex Davis to get another strikeout. That's going to be the end of the 5th inning. When we come back, it'll be the top of the 6th. Welcome back, Bear fans, to the top of the 6th inning where the Bears lead the Titans 8-2. Leading the Bears off this inning is going to be Jonathan Goins, the left fielder.
Bears here to top half of the 6th inning. Left fielder, number 10.
Goins struck out his last time at bat.
Someone got to quit rattling those cowbells.
And that's going to be outside for ball 1.
Ball 2.
Ball 2?
Fast, yep.
Oh, ball 2, my mistake.
Working fast.
This one's going to get hit foul. Leaves the count at 2-1. Goins fouls another one off. Count evens up 2-2. And that one goes outside. Counts full now, 3-2. And that one goes underneath the zone, and he's going to get a walk there to first base. Now, number 24, the designated hitter, Derek Jones. Jones has walked twice and struck out once so far here in this ball game. He misses on that swing, but it's going to be Goins who goes ahead and steals second. Counts 0-1. Runner at second. No outs. Swing and a miss, and now the count's going to go to 0-2. Here comes the 0-2. Outside for ball 1. Titans pitcher Person gets it up, checking on at second up there. Keeping an eye on the runner. And that's going to be a swing and a miss for Jones as he strikes out. That's going to be the first out of the inning for the Bears.
Might have your attention, please. Pinch hitting for the Bears is number 12, Zach Tucker.
Pinch hitting for the Bears is going to be number 12, Zach Tucker. That's going to be outside, and it's going to be Jonathan Goins who steals to third. So now we've got a runner at third, one out. Zach Tucker at the plate to pinch hit. Counts 1-0. Gets a piece of it, goes foul. This one's going to catch the top outside corner of the zone for a strike. Counts 1-2. Fastball inside. He gets a little bit of contact, but it goes foul. Count stays at 1-2.
Crazy to think it's colder tonight outside than it was any of football season.
I know. And that's gonna be Tucker striking out, and now there's 2 outs for the Bears
So he
here in the
struck
top
out
of the 6th.
He struck out both of the outs this inning so far.
Now batting for the Bears, the first baseman, number 2, Braden Head.
Number 2, the first baseman, Braden Head, comes to the plate. And they catch the top outside corner for strike 1. Braden Head is 2 for 3 with a single, and a double so far here tonight. And he's gonna get hit by the pitch and put runners at the corners with 2 outs.
Now batting for the Bears, the center fielder, number 1.
And now back to the top of the order, Marquez Gooden, the center fielder. He walked his last at bat. He gets a piece of it, but it goes foul. So the count's going to go 0-1. Checking the runners at the corners. On the outside, but Head's going to go to second, and he gets there, and that's going to send Goins home to get another run on the board for the Bears. And as I said that, Braden Head went ahead and took third as well. So now we have a runner at third. Bears lead at 9-2 with 2 outs. And Gooden is at the plate. On the outside, Gooden takes ball 1 or ball 2. The count is 2-1. Scoreboard was not accurate. On the outside once again, counts now 3-1. Runner at third, 2 outs. Here comes a 3-1. And it's going to catch the top of the zone. Full count now, 3-2. I've really liked Gooden's approach to the plate so far here tonight. And just like that, he gets another walk. He's walked a handful of times between these two games in this doubleheader so far.
I was going to say 3 or 4 walks, it seems like.
He's had 2 so far in this game, and last game he had 2 or 3 as well. And now coming up for the Bears is number 11, Alex Davis.
Number 11, Alex Davis.
He's 2 for 4 tonight.
A double and a triple. And
Double
RBI.
and a triple and a RBI sack fly.
Another stolen base.
And couldn't take second easily. Counts 1-0. And they're going to catch the inside of the plate right there.
Wow.
Leaves the count at 1-1. He gets a piece of that one, and it goes right to the shortstop, but he can't make the catch, and that's going to send both runners home and leave Alex Davis at first base. Well, that's a double RBI single. Big hit right there for Alex Davis. Is that going to be an error? It is. It is.
They left like 2 or 3 errors not counted on the scoreboard, so I don't know anymore. Right now, I've got them with 5 errors, but I think there's probably 2 missing.
So the third baseman, number 19, Caleb Harrison at the plate.
Okay, so they did add another error to the board, so it's 6 errors now. Probably should be 7 because I still don't think they gave one for that errant throw at third. There should be another one right there.
And that's going to send Alex Davis to second base after
It's going to send him to third.
a mishap there with the throw to first. Alex Davis is now at third base. So 2 outs, runner at third.
Should be another error.
Caleb Harrison counts 0-1. Here comes the 0-1. He gets a big hit on it, but it's going to be, I'm not sure if they're going to get under it in time. And the center fielder makes the catch, and that's going to be the end of the top of the 6th here. After the Bears put 3 on the board, the score now is 11-2 Bears. We're going to take a break. When we come back, it'll be time for the bottom of the 6th. Welcome back, Bears fans. Bears lead the Titans 11-2 here in the bottom of the sixth. We got a pitching change for the Sylvan Hills Bears. We have Brody Sanders taking the place of Alex Davis. Alex Davis had a great night tonight.
What's going on? Because already a meeting on the mound?
I'm not sure what's going on. We're having a quick meeting out here with Coach Zach James as he heads out to the mound. And short and sweet it is as everybody goes back to positions. So Brody Sanders now on the mound for the Bears after Alex Davis had a spectacular night in this second doubleheader.
He just absolutely controlled this game after that first inning. Hats off to him. That was a great performance.
Sanders puts it on the inside for ball one.
Great thing about that is he can go back and watch this on YouTube. And mute it so he doesn't have to hear us. Quickly 3-0 count.
3-0 count for Sanders. Hasn't been able to hit the zone just yet. See if he can't get it under control right here. And that one's going to be outside, and that's going to send the leadoff batter to first base on a walk for the Titans.
We're up 9. Pound the zone as much as you possibly can.
And they're going to go ahead and put in a pinch runner for the man on first.
For the Titans, the first baseman, number 24, Michael Bryant.
Michael Bryant here for the Titans. That one's low and inside for ball one.
Struggling to find the zone here, so.
That one's going to catch the zone, though. Gets the bottom outside corner of the zone. And that evens it up 1-1. That's the bottom of the zone again for strike two. Counts 1-2 now. Here comes the 1-2. Gets a piece of it, but it goes foul for Bryant. This one's high, and that's going to send the runner to second base now as it gets past the catcher. This one is low, and that's going to bring it to a full count, 3-2. Sanders. Here comes the 3-2.
He swung at that.
I thought he swung at it as well. They're going to say it hit him.
Oh.
And that's going to send him to first.
Well, if it hit him, then guy at third needs to go back to second, right?
I'm not really sure. Let's see what.
If it's a hit pitch.
Looks like he's about to go have a conversation with his fellow umpire.
I mean, I thought that was a rule because it becomes a dead ball. Now, if it was a ball four and it was just a bad pitch, that's a different story. But if he says it hit him. It's been a long evening at the ballpark.
Now batting for the Titans, the third baseman, number 29, Jarvis McRae.
Guess they just called it ball four, not hit by pitch, because he's still at third.
All right, no outs. Bottom of the sixth. Counts 1-0. He gets a good piece of this one. Left fielder gets under it, though, and takes care of it. And that's going to be the first out on the board here in the bottom of the sixth. Runner still at the corners.
Hit right on the screws, but just right at the left fielder. That's probably something we needed here. Get that first out. Get pitcher just some confidence there.
He gets it across the plate, swing and a miss. That's going to be strike one. That's going to be strike two. This looks like Sanders got a little confidence after that out. 2 strikes in a row here. Oh, and it's going to be fouled away. Count stays at 0-2.
There's something to be said about getting that first out of the inning, no matter when it is. It gives the pitcher some confidence. That is, if he hadn't given up 5 runs. Might not have as much confidence then, but he hasn't given up any in this inning, so let's get a strikeout here.
And that he got him swinging there. And that's going to be strikeout for the second out here in the bottom of the sixth.
Beautiful pitch, swing and miss, get that second out just like that. And now he's looking at giving up no runs if he can get this out.
Now batting for the Titans, number 22, Arias Williams.
First pitch swinging for strike one.
It's the starting pitcher for Jacksonville in this game. Feels like an eternity ago. He swung out.
They're going to say he didn't hold up in time, and so pitch count goes to 0-2.
Even if he didn't swing, I think that was a strike either way.
Hits it up, and it gets in between the third base and shortstop into left field for a base hit.
It was a good piece of hitting going the other way like that.
And that gets a run on the board and trims the lead 11-3 now for the Titans. Runners at second and first.
Now batting for the Titans, the right fielder, number 10, Hunter Lina.
First pitch strikes, gets him swinging. Counts 0-1. Gets him swinging again, counts 0-2 now. Here comes the 0-2. High above the zone. Gets the count to 1-2. That was a close one right there. I thought he caught the outside, but they're going to say just a little bit too far outside. Count goes to 2-2. Here comes the 2-2.
Oh.
Can't catch the bottom outside corner. Full count now, 3-2. This time it's going to be hit, and it's going to go foul. Count stays 3-2. Here comes the 3-2. Off the bat, foul. Fouled off once again. This time it's hit pretty hard, but it goes foul. Goes foul once again. That was a close one. That could have been trouble for the Bears. But the count stays full, 3-2. And he gets the walk. And that's going to load the bases for the Titans.
Now batting for the Titans, the shortstop, number 3, Jarius Edwards.
Strike one. Gets a piece of it, but it goes foul. Count goes to 0-2.
Now this is where he needs to just close him out. The last couple of batters,
This time it's going to get to the second baseman. He can't make the grab. He's going to be safe at first, and that puts another run on the board for the Titans.
they're a good two-out hitting team.
For the Titans, the second baseman, number 7, Seth Gray.
Count now sits at 2-0. Bases loaded. That's a big hit right there from the Titans. And this one is gone. That's a grand slam for the Titans as they just put 4 runs on the board right there. Trims this lead to just 3. That was a huge hit right there for the Titans. That went deep into the night, man. That was far out there.
Oh, all of a sudden it's a 3-run game. I think coach is just out there. I guess they're going to make a pitching change. That escalated quickly. Went from 11 to 2 to 11 to 8, just like that.
I can have your attention, please. Now pitching for the Bears is number 36, Joe Shirley.
On the mound now for the Bears is going to be number 36, Joe Shirley. It's going to be the third pitcher for the Bears so far in this ball game.
Yeah, Six just didn't have his stuff in that inning. It just he got to 0-2 counts on a couple different hitters, and he just couldn't quite close them out, and ended up walking a couple and giving up a base hit on a 1-2 count there. And then that grand slam happened, and just escalated quickly. But hey, he did well in game one. It just wasn't his inning this game.
So 2 outs. 2 outs here at the bottom of the 6th. Strike 1 for Shirley.
Now batting for the Titans, the pitcher, number 18, Octavius Person.
He gets this one to go, and the pitcher's going to pick it up. Can he get it to first? And it goes outside the glove of the first baseman, and that's going to get the Titans to second base.
Yeah, all you can say is Jacksonville is determined. Now the Jacksonville fans that are still here chirping back a little bit because they think they've got life in this game. I'm loving listening to the back and forth on these fans.
Shirley goes outside for ball 1.
Oh, these fans. Okay, let's find the zone here. Feels like there's been 2 outs in this inning for an hour. Guess that's what happens when you score 6 runs in an inning.
That's going to catch the outside of the zone. Count goes to 2-1. That's going to be hit to the first baseman, and he can't grab a hold of it, and that's going to send the runner home. And now that trims the lead to 2 now as the Titans trail 9-11.
That's crazy. They've got to be able to get 1 out here. Is all it takes is get 1 out here.
Now batting for the Titans, the first baseman, number 24, Michael Bryant.
So here's number 24, the first baseman, Michael Bryant, with a 1 on first, 2 outs. Ball's a little inside and down. They get a 1-0 count. Still 2 outs in this inning. It's been a big inning for Jacksonville here with 2 outs. That ball is down and maybe a little bit in as well to make it a 2-0 count. Long night here in Sylvan Hills. Inside high there, that's 3-0. Struggling to find the strike zone here a little bit in the 6th inning, and Jacksonville has taken full advantage of that. That's going to be a strike. Get you over strike. He's taken all the way. Now it's 3-1. A foul back there, just a little bit behind that pitch. So now it's a 3-2 count with 2 outs, a runner on first base, a pinch runner over there. Pitcher checks his guy at first and come home. He goes for second. He's not even going to throw because that's a strikeout to end the inning. So finally, they get that 3rd out that eluded them for so long. But Jacksonville scores 7 runs, and it's all of a sudden 11-9 Sylvan Hills. So we will be right back with the 7th inning.
Welcome back, Sylvan Hills Bears fans. Well, you got a tight one here, 11-9, as the Titans have battled back in that bottom half of the last inning, as they scored 7 runs, and now they only trail by 2. So it is definitely in reach for the Titans. So let's see what the Bears do here at the top of the 7th. And the leadoff batter is hit by the pitch. That's number 9, KJ Battles. He's still on the ground. It hit him right in the shin right there. That looked really painful. Hopefully it's nothing too serious.
Here comes the trainer. Check on him. Yeah, that looked like it hurt.
It went right into his shin, and
he immediately collapsed.
Yeah, I mean, it could easily be a fracture or some. Hopefully, it's just a deep bruise, if at worst.
Not even dealing with the shin, just like the knee.
Left knee looks like.
Yeah, I think that was a knee. Wow.
Okay,
Tough kid.
He's tough. He's taking a jog to first. He's still going to be in, but I wouldn't be surprised if head coach James went ahead and pinch ran for him.
He'd probably argue against it.
Yeah.
Brody Sanders.
All right, number 6, Brody Sanders to the plate. Sanders gets a good piece of this one. It's going to the right side. Will it stay fair? It goes just foul. Just foul. That's
inches.
That is unfortunate right there for Sanders. That might have even brought somebody home.
Yeah, that was.
Even after taking that shot to the knee, Battles had already rounded second, was halfway to third. All right. Runner at first. Counts 0-1. No outs here in the top of the 7th. He gets a piece of it and goes foul. Counts 0-2. He gets a swing and a miss, and that's a strikeout for the Titans there. Sanders goes down swinging.
Now batting for the Bears, the left fielder, number 10, Jonathan Goins.
Now Jonathan Goins comes to the plate, the left fielder. He walked his last time at bat. And it goes over the head of the first baseman. He can get hold of it in his glove. And that's going to put Battles in scoring position at second with Goins at the plate. Goins takes the pitch inside as it barely scrapes the inside of that zone. Pretty far outside right there. And that's ball one. Counts 1-1. Hits that one high, but foul. Count goes to 1-2. Goins has had a pretty good approach to the plate so far here tonight, as he's walked twice so far. That's ball 2. Count evens up 2-2. He smacks this one in between left field and right field, and it hits the ground. And just like that, the Bears have another run on the board. And it's going to be Goins getting to second. And that's where he'll stay. And that extends the lead, 12-3 Bears. With one out, Goins is at second now. And Derek Jones is coming to the plate.
Yeah, I think of a center fielder throwing the ball back into second, you might have been able to hold them into a single instead of a double there, but the ball came to third and allowed him to take the second.
Number 24, Derek Jones.
That pitch catches the top outside corner of the zone for strike one. He gets a piece of that one, but goes foul. So now the count is 0-2. outside for ball one. Counts 1-2.
This game is hitting the 3-hour mark.
And that ball goes into the dirt for a wild pitch there. And that gets Battles. Well, my mistake. That gets Goins to third base now with one out. All evened up 2-2.
Where's he going?
3-2. I think he thought it was a. I think he thought the count was. He thought the count was 3-2. He thought the count was 3-2, and he's gonna have to walk back from first base back to the home plate.
I had to get them to throw his bat back out of the dugout too. But like you said early, about 2.5 hours ago, if his ump would just say what the call is, he would have known it was 3-2 instead of.
Now that's going to send him to first base.
Okay, let's go. Its game is 3 hours long now, and 21 runs, 16 hits, and 11 errors later. We're sitting here thinking we love calling baseball, but not this much. We like our sleep better.
That's Zach Tucker in here.
And that's nothing against our Bears or anything. It's just been a long day. I got here about 3 o'clock, so it's been long 7.5 hours for me.
Runner advances to second. So now you have runners at second and third. One out. Pitch count is 1-1. Tucker's hit by that pitch, and that's going to load the bases.
Okay, can we hit a grand slam now? Why not? I mean, we've seen just about everything else.
And so it's going to be Braden Head, the first baseman, walking up to the plate. The last at bat, he was hit by a pitch. He's also hit a double and a single so far here tonight.
Ooh, almost hit by that pitch.
So that's ball two. Count goes to 2-0.
Count. Bases loaded. There's nowhere to put them. You're going to walk in and run, or are you going to throw a strike here? You're going to throw a strike.
That's strike one. Count now at 3-1.
I still say he should deposit one over the fence.
And he hits this one real nice over to the left field, and it goes over the head of the left fielder, and just like that, looks like 2-run score. Third one rounding is going to stay at third. So that's 2 runs that come across the plate there as Braden Head hits a double RBI double.
Yeah, nice 2 RBI double there. The ball going over the left fielder's head. Didn't ever think it was going to get over the fence, but that ball was crushed just as much. So again, it's the top of the 7th inning, and the Bears have scored at least 1 run in every inning this game. And there's a visit to the mound.
So 1 out here at the top of the 7th. Bears have scored 3 already in this top half of the inning.
So going inning by inning, the Bears have scored 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 3, and 3.
They lead 14-9.
Jacksonville scored 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 7. They just couldn't get off the field, and then that grand slam happened, and it just unraveled from. Sylvan Hills has come out and added some insurance runs here. That two-run difference there to start the inning was a little more concerning, but now it's back up 14-9, 5-run difference. It's going to help out to close out the game in the bottom of the inning. Hopefully. And that's
Popped up,
popped up. Can he get it?
and the first baseman makes the play and gets the out.
That's just the second out of the inning.
Now batting for the Bears. David.
There's our starting pitcher from 3 hours ago.
Alex Davis pops this one up. And they can't make the play.
So is that a fair ball? It's a foul ball because they made contact in foul territory. So you come back and do it again. And coach doesn't agree with that, but the umpire says. I didn't think contact was made in foul territory. I thought that was unfair. But they're going to reverse cycle and get back on base because that's. I'm not gonna, reverse this call like they did. In the first game. It feels like an eternity ago. There have been 12 errors in this game. 8 by Jacksonville, 4 by Sylvan Hills. I actually think 9 by Jacksonville.
This one's outside. Count goes to 1-1. This one's going to get hit to the second baseman. Can he get it there? And he gets it to first, and that ends this top half of the 7th inning. Bears lead at 14-9 after scoring 3. Bears lead now by 5. That's going to be the end of our first half of the 7th. After this break, it'll be time for our bottom half of the 7th. Welcome back, Sylvan Hills Bears fans. Bears lead this ball game 14-9 here in the bottom half of the 7th. Just a bit outside for Shirley and the Bears, and that's ball 1.
Okay, let's just throw strikes. All we got to do. Easier said than done. Because I can't.
And that's going to be a strike. Count goes to 2-1. Just misses outside of the plate. Count goes 3-1. This time it's going to be hit to the shortstop. He's not going to be able to make the play at first, and that's going to be a single.
Yeah, Jacksonville's not going away without a fight. They've shown that all night long. We just thought they were when it was 11-2. But they have clawed their way back into making this a game.
Left fielder, number 6.
I feel like he was a pinch runner a lot of the game.
He was.
Okay.
That's strike 1. Strike 2. That's going to go foul. And that's going to go behind the catcher and advance the runner to second now. Swing and a miss for out number one. He Shirley gets the strikeout.
Now batting for the Titans, number 22, Chris Williams.
Going to get hit to the second baseman. He makes the grab, but they're going to say he's safe at first.
He's speedy, so. First and third with one out.
Now batting for the Titans, the right fielder, number 10, Hunter Lynham.
Popped up. Who's going to make the catch? Left fielder makes the grab. That's out number 2 for the Bears.
Now batting for the Titans, the shortstop, number 3, Jarius Edwards.
They're going to try to pick him off at second. They can't make the throw in time. So now the Titans have runners at second and third with 2 outs.
That was a ball, too, so it's a 1-0 count. So close to finishing this game out here.
Two 0 count.
But the last thing we need to do is walk the guy and get another situation up for a grand slam. We do not need that tight of a game. Let's finish him out.
They're going to say that one clipped the outside, inside of the zone. So now that counts 2-1. High above the zone, and now the count goes to 3-1. This one's in there for a strike. Full count now, 3-2.
Okay, down to the last strike. Gonna take care of business.
And he walks the batter and loads the bases now.
We've had a hard time finishing off hitters in these 2-out situations with two strikes on them. They battle back and draw walks or get a base hit.
And Coach James now taking a trip out to the mound to have a conversation with Shirley.
Looks like
he's going to make a pitching change, it looks like.
Yeah. Looks like second baseman coming in, number 9. Is that Battle?
That is KJ Battles.
Has he pitched tonight? No.
I don't think so.
I didn't think so either. Got to take the sleeve off of his arm. Put it on the other arm. Seems like Battle is a bit of a do-it-all player. He's been able to play multiple positions in the field. He's a good hitter, and now he seems to be a pretty decent pitcher too. So it's very quiet out here tonight. I think it's because it's 11 o'clock. 3 hours and 20 minutes into this game. There's a pop on that. He's got live action on his arm.
So that brings the count to 2-0.
Yeah, now, once he's able to find the zone, he's going to.
That brings the count to 3-0. And he walks the batter. That brings another run across for the Titans.
Make it to 14-10 now. Like I said, Titans aren't going to go away quietly, and they continue to battle and answer our. He goes, strike one. Now he's ready to go again. Quick worker.
Counts 1-1. KJ just a little bit under the zone. Counts 2-1. Outside. 3-1. This time he catches the zone. Full count now, 3-2.
Okay, 3-2, 2 out. Bases loaded down to the last strike of the game. Let's get him, KJ. Ground ball.
Hopper up to shortstop to first base. And did they make did he make it?
I don't know.
And that's going to be the end of our ball game as the Bears sweep this doubleheader 14-10 to close it out.
That was crazy.
I appreciate everybody tuning into our broadcast here tonight. We really appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. And that's going to be it. That's going to be it here for the Sylvan Hills Sports Network, brought to you by Natural State Sports.